Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. 48 years ago, a significant agreement between the Sinamay and the United States was signed, which changed the Commonwealth forever. Also tonight, adding one more weekly flight from Japan gives hope to tourism officials. And the public will have a chance to voice their thoughts on a promised Garapan casino. Here on the KSPN News, one booze contractor is ordered to appear in court next week. Stay with us, we have these stories up next.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Shizuru?
Kazuki?
Could this be a date? Go for it!
Try new McDonald's sauce now.
Now?
Huh? The race to McDonald's is on!
I will win!
Welcome!
I guess we both win.
Try new savory chili McDonald's sauce, only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, go!
It's been 48 years since the Sinamay entered into political union with the United States of America. And every year, the Sinamay recognizes that special day called Covenant Day. 2 of the 13 original framers who negotiated the covenant shared stories and thoughts of that time during a panel discussion hosted by the Sinamay judiciary. One of the questions posed was this.
Have the promises of the covenant been fulfilled?
Before becoming Lieutenant Governor of the Sinamay, Pete Tenorio was a member of the Marianas Political Status Commission.
Overall, I think what the people, our ancestors had expected turned out pretty much, I think, satisfactory to us. I don't believe that there was any major issue that our covenant had exposed our people to, negative attitude type.
Tenorio says the covenant is not a perfect document, but it is a unique one.
Guam doesn't have a covenant, and Guam doesn't even have a constitution right now, and it's been a U.S. territory since 1898. Now, through the covenant, we were able to develop our own constitution, and the U.S. cannot amend it unless we want to agree on.
Tenorio adds the covenant has some special provisions that no other insular area has, such as the supplemental security income.
Guam is complaining about why the CNMA have the SSI and not us. So they're taking Guam, they're taking the U.S. to court. I mean, these are special things. So overall, I think the attitude of our people, those living now and those gone, pretty much agreed that, you know, the expectation that we had since we entered into this important agreement, the political status agreement with the U.S. in 1976. Overall, I think people are satisfied with what has happened since.
Manuel Sablon was also one of the Covenant's forefathers. He says the Covenant has made the NMI much better than it was before, but there is a lot that needs to be done.
The Covenant provides us basically everything that we need to correct whatever problem we're having. Okay. But if this problem we're having is anchored on politics, you will have some problem. So we have to find a way here to make sure that we isolate this.
Associate Judge Lillian Tenorio was also one of the panelists.
Things are definitely different. The standard of living is high. I am able to send my children, both of them are college graduates. There is the emphasis, and my parents, and I think Mr. Sablon emphasized education. That really is the key to self-determination, to make sure that you are educated and able to carry out the torch and the legacy that our parents gave us. And so that's really important. So I would say, yeah, things have, I don't know, I wasn't a covenant negotiator, but certainly I can compare the life back then and the life now and say things are different and they are improved.
Assistant Attorney General Relani Ogumaro shared that one of the concessions made in the Covenant is the lease of Tinian, Farallon de Mendelina, and the Tanopac Harbor.
Mr. Tenorio shared that during the negotiations they wanted the entire island of Tinian, but they pushed back on that and they limited the United States' reach on Tinian. But it struck me last night that this is a lease. And generally, when the United States wants property, they take it. And here, the Covenant limited that to a 50-term lease that may be renewed, which I think is very powerful because they generally take it or they pay, pennies for it. And here, we were able to stronghold them into a lease instead of just taking that away.
The CNMI's 13 forefathers negotiated the Covenant over the course of 27 months. It was approved by 78.8% of NMI voters. The Covenant was then signed by President Gerald Ford on March 24, 1976. Understanding the Covenant Conversation was part of the NMI Judiciary's 35th anniversary celebration. Nathan Ford is one of the organizers of the event, who says it was a fitting occasion for both celebrations.
The Covenant is the foundational moment. Before they signed the Covenant, there was no Commonwealth. Afterwards, we are the Commonwealth, so it kind of made sense to kind of kick it off because after the Covenant, then the judiciary could be created, right? So that's, I think that was the impetus for having a Covenant de Conversation.
The Judiciary Assembly Hall was filled with government officials, lawyers, students from the Northern Marianas College and Marianas High School. Ford says it's great to have and see multiple generations involved in these types of conversations.
It's important because we're at a moment here where we can still get that foundational history from the mouths of the people who are there. It's important that it gets passed on and that people are of every generation have the ability to participate, to ask questions and hear from each other. Yeah.
Governor Arnold Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David Apatang were among the audience on Thursday.
We're really, really appreciative of PDA and Manny Sablon, who are part of the negotiating team. Really appreciate and encapsulate the struggles and all the work that our negotiators made to get us to where we are at today. This is part of our history. This is who we are. And, you know, there are still a lot of kinks. There's still a lot of issues that we need to overcome. They're not insurmountable.
The governor recalls that he was about 6th or 7th grade when the covenant was signed. His father, the late Dr. Francisco T. Palacios, was also a part of the Marianas Political Status Commission.
I remember my dad. In the evening, after his regular work, he would come home and he would open up a lot of different books on political status around the world, including Puerto Rico, and he was studying. So a lot of these guys studied and worked hard to put us where we're at today. Now it's up to our generation and the next generation to make sure that this thing works for the Commonwealth.
Forefathers Pete Tenorio and Manuel Sablan were joined by Superior Court Judge Lillian Tenorio and Assistant Attorney General Relani Agomero. NMC President Dr. Galvin Delon Guerrero moderated the event. The judiciary held the conversation as an opportunity for the community to come together, celebrate shared heritage, and engage in meaningful dialogue about the covenant's significance. United Airlines is adding a third weekly flight between Tokyo Narita and the Sinamai this coming May. Beginning May 7, departure from Tokyo will be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 5:30 p.m., arriving at the Saipan International Airport at 9:55 p.m. And departures from Saipan will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11:50 a.m., arriving at the Tokyo Narita International Airport at 2:25 p.m. In a release from the Marianas Visitors Authority, they had formally requested United to revise the schedule to help increase visitor arrivals. Managing Director Chris Concepcion says the discussion has been ongoing for several months. He is grateful it was finally approved by United headquarters in Chicago. According to MVA, the new schedule should bring several benefits to Japanese visitors. They say an early evening departure time from Japan is more familiar and more convenient for Japanese travelers, especially for the family market. Late morning departures from Saipan will also reduce the number of required hotel nights, reducing travel expenses for the visitors. Other passengers traveling between the NMI and the U.S. mainland may also benefit from the new schedule, as it shortens the layover time for those transiting through Tokyo. MVA reports the Marianas received 838 visitors from Japan in February of this year, compared to 605 visitors in February of last year. And though the number of Japanese visitors has doubled in the last year, it's still 42% lower compared to pre-pandemic levels. In related news, the Hotel Association of the Northern Mariana Islands reports a 45% average occupancy rate among its 12-member hotels for the month of February. Hanmi Chairman Dennis Seyo says there was a tremendous increase in sold rooms due to strong demand during the Lunar New Year and school winter vacations. However, the overall average occupancy rate of 45% remains critically low as profit margin starts at 80% occupancy. Hanmi is looking forward to the launching of Hong Kong Airlines direct service flights to Saipan on April, which they hope marks the start of the rebound of the China market.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
I love Marianne's coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month, plus a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
The Commonwealth Casino Commission has scheduled its deliberation and decision for the casino license revocation for April 2nd, 2024. A public hearing is expected as well to allow community members to voice their thoughts before CCC decides if they will revoke the exclusive license or not. The CCC will also meet this Thursday, March 28, for its regular monthly meeting. Commissioners held a 3-day revocation hearing with Imperial Pacific International representatives last month. Los Angeles-based attorney Michael Chen represented IPI, while Assistant Attorney General Keisha Blaze represented CCC. Blaze, however, has withdrawn as counsel as she left the office of the Attorney General on March 8. Assistant Attorney General Allison Nelson will remain as counsel of record and will continue to represent the CCC. IPI Director Howell Chi stated that they want to leave the island peacefully and said they had presented settlement terms that gives up the exclusive gaming license, transfers the license to a new investors, and pays the CNMI $15 million. It was learned that Kyosei Bank Group from Japan has signed a memorandum of understanding with IPI, detailing an investment of $300 million for the Garapan Casino. Chi said IPI and CCC agreed to the terms, but Governor Arnold Palacios rejected the proposal. The governor issued a statement a few days later with, quote, "That is untrue," unquote. The governor says he was presented with an entirely different terms, which was a payment of $15 million only. This was what the CCC, AG's office, and the governor rejected. According to the governor, there is a settlement proposal under seal with terms agreed with both IPI and CCC, but the governor says he has not seen that proposal yet. The governor went on to say that if IPI really is interested in leaving peacefully, they can begin by acting in good faith and transparency and provide in writing what he has requested all along, which is fair settlement terms, beneficial to the Commonwealth, agreeable to the CCC, and approved by the Attorney General. Boost contractor Shane Blanco Villanueva is ordered to return to court on Monday, April 1st at 9 a.m. before presiding judge Robert Naraha for his arraignment. Villanueva was released from custody on Friday after posting a $1,000 bail. The Office of the Attorney General issued an arrest warrant for Villanueva on March 11th. He self-surrendered 10 days later. Villanueva is the owner of Royal Soil Marketing, which was hired by the Torres administration to help implement the $17 million federally funded Boost program in 2022. According to court documents, on March 8, the Speaker of the House of Representatives transmitted a signed certification of statement of contempt to Attorney General Edward Manibusan. Manibusan on the same day referred the case to the White Collar Crime, Government Corruption, and Financial Crimes Task Force. The task force is made up of investigators from the Office of the Public Auditor, the OAG, and the Department of Public Safety. Investigators were actually present in the House chamber when Villanueva appeared before the special panel to answer questions in relation to Boost. Investigators personally observed the questions and answers and also reviewed transcripts of the hearing. Villanueva was asked a number of questions by members of the committee, but he invoked his Fifth Amendment right and declined to answer most of the questions. Investigators believe probable cause exists to support the contempt charges made against Villanueva. As for marketing contractors Rob Travilla and Selena Sapp, who also invoked their Fifth Amendment right during a special House panel hearing, no arrest warrant has been executed yet.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goats Gym, and today we're going to go over the kettlebell deadlift. Fantastic exercise to build overall strength, particularly in the legs and hips. Remember, we want to make sure that our setup is in good position. If you set up in a bad position, it's not going to look good and it's certainly not going to feel good. So a common error setup is obviously a rounded upper back. Two simple ways of correcting that. All I'm gonna have Vince do here is extend his arms up here, and all he's gonna do is think about reaching long and pushing his hips back. Reach long and push your hips back. So as you can see, he's already in good position. Now all he's gonna do is grab that kettlebell. He's got tension in his legs and in his back. All he's gonna do is just stand up tall, finish with his glutes.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
And for your KSPN weather report, tonight mostly cloudy with scattered showers, northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, low 76 and a 30% chance of showers. Tomorrow until Wednesday night, partly cloudy with isolated showers, east winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, high 86 and a 20% chance of showers. For your marine forecast, moderate to fresh northeasterlies will prevail in the region. Combined seas of 9 to 11 feet are expected to slowly subside over the next few days, becoming 4 to 5 feet by around midweek. A smallcraft advisory remains in effect, high surf advisory in effect as well until 6 a.m. tomorrow. High tide will be at 8:21 a.m., low tide at 2:37 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:17 a.m. and the sunset 6:29 p.m.